All right, and welcome. It has been a rush for the last hour, and looking forward to a wet race at Silverstone, if I'm not mistaken. Aiden, welcome. Thank you for joining.
Thank you for having me, guys. Um, I'm filling in for Mr. Sinclair. Might be a bit of a tough one for me. Bit nervous, but it's fine. We walk, we move.
Fantastic. Round
There
7,
we go.
LMP2 GT3's 60-minute race. Conditions are going to be a little bit wet, and yeah, hopefully it will be dry. And there's only 2 rounds remaining of this season, so everybody is going to be gunning it this afternoon or this evening. It is a little bit sunny on track. Let me quickly see who is exiting the pits and have a little bit of it. There we go. Fantastic. Out they go. I apologize, you guys. Oh, no, wrong button. There we go. Still playing around with a couple of small things. And guys, please just give us a shout on our YouTube channel if there's anything short, sound, or anything like that. Please give us a shout on that. Making some changes on the screen. Alrighty, who are we watching? Johan Rousseau on track. Aiden is very soft. Okay, thank you. Let me quickly go and add Aiden. Oh, we just love
People
it.
want to hear my voice.
They would like to hear more from you, Aiden. Let me quickly go
Yeah,
to
they
the
want.
broadcast settings.
Oh,
Okay, I have upped that. Let me quickly double check. 1 or 2 little things. Plus. Again, I do apologize for the streaming delay, but we are trying to get as much done as possible.
it's the first time, guys. Just cut us a little bit of slack this time.
Definitely.
So,
Let's quickly check here. Downloads. Project Vapour Discord. Alrighty.
let's see.
Alrighty. Feedback again there from Ask Aiden, what is 1 plus 1?
It is 3, guys. The common good.
Yeah,
Quick
is
math.
that a little bit better on Aiden's mic?
Ooh, a little bit of a spin there from Mr. Rousseau.
Righty, while I've hopefully added Aiden correctly, let's quickly check if I can add the live timings onto the screen for you guys, and we're not going to be watching Stu Rousseau all the time, but everybody is gunning it out with an outlap, and some of the guys are still obviously in the garage. Okay.
Does look a bit tricky out there.
Hey, definitely it is. Aiden is good. Thank you very much, Sakia, for the
Thank you,
feedback.
Mr. Sinclair.
Yes, I'm so glad. Let me pop out the chat out of this, and I can minimize that and drag that in here. Alrighty. Silverstone, home of British motorsport. Although it's a wet track, so let's hope it will be drying for the last couple of minutes, or maybe 10-15 minutes, so that the guys can have action racing with a set of dry tires. So again, that's going to be crucial going to the pits and making sure the fuel and everything else is sorted. Qualifying time tonight is 5 o'clock and 40% rain. Temperature is about 20 degrees. And as you can see, it is a bit of a wet track. And then we'll be heading into the race. Big question tonight is who is going to be the fastest in both conditions? With the wet, damp over to drying. So it's going to be fun and games. Dry line development. Again, if the dry line opens in the wet, the tires are going to heat up quicker and obviously then over to the slicks. Righty, now I need to get this live timing on the broadcast. So Aiden, give us a little bit feedback there.
Oh, what would you like to know? I see Ari's just set his first little lap time there. I mean, that looks like, oh, and Russ goes through with quite a quick time there. 2 seconds ahead at the moment, but it's looking like Chris Collision and Johan Bluchnout are giving him a bit of a run past his first 2 sectors.
Yeah, fantastic. Okay, I want to get if I do quiet, I am focusing on adding something onto the screen, so
I'll try and keep them busy.
You're gonna try and keep them busy.
Johan Bluchnout's not going through now. He's got purple sector 1 at the moment, and it's looking like we head into sector 2 now. Chris Collision obviously had a little bit of a issue there in the last sector. He lost almost 6/10 in the last sector to Johan Rasu. Oh gosh, so sorry for butchering your names if anyone's out there. Johan Bluchnout looks like he's not doing too bad now. He's 3/10 down, a 10th down to Mr. Rasu in the second sector, but we're coming to now.
Righty, I am still trying to figure out here on screen.
First race. And Mr. Bluchnout looks like he might clinch this away for Mr. Rasu. Let's see. Coming around now into the final section. For the F1 layout. Never mind. Oh, 26-1. 18. I don't even know what that is. Milliseconds? I don't know. But it's close. Yo.
Righty. I'm getting to where I want to be. Righty, so who is still out on track? No one. Everybody else is in the garage. While I'm quickly doing one of these. Get you guys sorted.
It looks like all the GT3 drivers are back in the garage. Quite a close time there from the front too.
Oof. Sinclair, give us some feedback there. Evening, everybody. Hello, Captain Slow. Welcome to the stream. We are trying to figure out what is going to be the best route. And I know Sinclair used to handle all of this, but we have been swimming with these guys on track tonight. If I can say that out loud. But we are definitely getting there.
I think we're in the deep end compared to everyone else at the moment. But we're working it.
We are working it. Let's let me try and figure this one out. So far, Johan Bluchnout, 2 minutes and 16 seconds, and obviously the LMP2s are out on track. A little bigger, top left. Okay. David, near van Wyk, bye, donkey. Let's, I don't want to take too much space up on the viewing of the race and the track. So dis 'n bietjie moeilik. But I want you guys to all to see at least. But I'm trying to do it as much as I can. Maybe I should do that maybe. How does that
That
look?
looks like it doesn't look too bad.
I didn't even check if I got it at 10. You have to keep swimming. Gabriel, thank you very much. I don't have a floater with me, but I'm hoping there is no sharks in the water tonight.
Don't.
Okay, so we have also got Mr. Musa out on track.
Let's have a look at Mr. Mwat Muta. He's gonna be so pissed off the way I said his name. Anyway.
Oh well.
Did it on
First
purpose.
place is missing. Thank you very much, Ulrich. You see, that's why I need you guys here. Let's quickly check if I can get that done. Where is first place? Why isn't I not seeing first place? 19th. Okay, there we go. There we go. I got it. Thank you for finding that out.
Looks like Musa's looks quite comfortable though at the moment. I'm just busy watching his onboard. He looks like he's comfortable enough. He has gone 2 tenths quicker now through the first sector compared to Willie Lagrange. Well, I'm butchering these guys' names. Anyway, we move.
Thanks, Ulrich. Thanks, Rob. As you can see, a little bit in cockpit view and how they're handling the wet service. Wet conditions.
Ja, dat.
Daar is die woord wat ek gesoek het.
I can't. I can't even speak. I'm stuttering so much. It looks like Woods is not doing too bad out there at the moment.
As we all know, the LMP2s has got no ABS, so it is a bit of a mission braking in the wet. And again, these guys are pros with the LMP2s.
I just see Andres Radio went through the first sector now purple. 1/10 up on Mr. Musa. Just keeping them updated there. But it seems like
yeah, talks
Andre has a stop and go penalty, which is strange. I'm sure that's showing on my side.
Sector 1 has got a little yellow. There we go. Righty. Musa going with a 2.01.
He's definitely setting. It's definitely. I feel like that's the benchmark. Let's see if anyone can try and put up a little bit of competition there.
Well, I really hope everybody else is going to join tonight. Okay. Let's see, Tasveer. What is they going to be pushing tonight? There we go. Andre going to first position. 2-minute flat.
Only 3/10 though, interestingly. I think there's a bit of a race cooking up between the two Project Vapour drivers. Let's see. Let's see what Tashvir can do to try and upset them maybe.
Willie Grant's also not far in third position, not far off the pace there.
Yes.
The
We've got a bit of a
the
race on our
second.
hands.
Yeah, definitely. Daai knoppie daar. Alright, we did the weather again. Big question, who is going to read the weather correctly, knowing that the track is going to dry up? We don't know exactly when. Then while we are still there, we still got Wynand Fourie on an outlap. So LMP2 Championship, we got Connor still at 102 points. Zahir Essa following at 95. Mr. Musa at 87 points, Andre at 72, Jaco van Tonder at 62, Tashveer 57, Wilhelm Mergansie 57, Wynand Vroet 51, Paul Venter 45 points, and Isham at 28 points on the LMP2s. So hopefully everything else is going to be working out for them to score as much as possible. But Connor obviously leading so far, knowing the first couple of races he ended first, third race fourth, and the last race obviously third. So is he gonna be gunning that LMP2 tonight? Let's quickly check here with the GT3s. Johan Blichnout up in the front with Gerrit behind him at 104 points. Chris 96, Arie Venter 72, and Rob at 57. Darren Miller at 54, Johan at 47, Brian Latergan at 43, Alan at 42, and Gerard de Venter at 41. So yeah, let's hope everything is going to go as planned. Captain Stowe, yes. Due to a good result, let's go. Fantastic. I'm glad you guys are chasing each other here.
It seems that Connor
there?
just absolutely wiped the floor so far. And as I say that, Tashveer comes and puts himself 6 tenths in front of Connor. That's a tough time to beat. Now, do you think that them waiting that little bit longer, the track drying out a little bit, helped them find that little bit of extra pace? No, that's...
I don't want to really say yes. There's not a lot of guys on track.
Yeah.
You know, the more tires there's on the track, the quicker the racing line will dry up. But I just think they got the handle of the wet condition and said, you know what, let's just brake a little bit later and a little bit quicker on the throttle, maybe with the LMP2s.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? In wet weather racing, it always matters who's got... trying to think of a stream appropriate word to use now. Who's got the biggest squirrel nuts?
Ganunas.
Ganunas. Who can break the latest? Who can find that extra 10th compared to everyone else? I mean, that's what
teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
Okay, great.
It appears that the race is going to be dry, starting dry. I don't know if it's just on my side or...
I can see the wipers on the windscreen for the GT3s, so that is definitely... Everybody else is still on the garage. They'll be joining on the grid soon. Obviously, double checking the brakes, the fuel, the planning, and so forth. As I can see, everybody else is going on to wets.
Ooh.
That's it. Kanunas. Thanks, Captain Stowe.
Thanks, Captain. The first and only Project Vapour video to get age struck by me. Stay tuned.
Alrighty, while we're waiting for everybody else to join on the grid, see the LMP2's Tashveer over there. Silverstone corners to watch. Maggotts and Becketts, that is always,
yes.
You know, if you watch normal racing, if it's F1, if it's GT3s, whatever the bikes, you have got Maggotts and Becketts. So
formation lap has started.
Playing a big role in tonight, especially wet to dry. Heavy braking into Vale corner, and if you get a mistake there, you'll obviously shoot a little bit over. But yeah, I mean, this is Silverstone. Ooh, that was the wrong button.
Seems like we're getting underway. I see Sean Dominguez still in the pits. I'm not sure what's happening there.
Yeah, he's still got the medium slick tires on from my point of view.
Same, yeah.
Everybody else on track. Obviously, a couple of guys are not joining tonight, it seems like. Up until 15th position.
Green flag, green
Here we
flag.
go. And they off. Righty, LMP2's into the first corner. Definitely not taking it slow.
Yeah, they.
We are spectating on Connor. That is putting a little bit of pressure there on Tasveer. And it looks like it's a little bit wetter than the qualifying.
It does look a lot more winter. It'll be interesting to see how these drivers start to adapt to this as they try to get some heat into these tyres in these first opening few laps.
Captain Slow, can't wait to have you back on track as well. As we see, these guys are just falling in line. And I'm sure in cockpit view, it's not an easy one to view due to all that. What's the right word I'm looking for? Water splatter, die unseeable wet weather on the windscreen, and the wiper doing its best. Righty, they're all falling in line. It looks clean for the LMP2s. Let's quickly jump over to Johan Becketts, which is chasing down Johan Rousseau in the Lexus here in the front of the GT3s, followed by a Aston. We deleted the rest of the GT3 field pressing that button. Okay. Ulrich, I'll have a look into that. And check that. Right, back on track. GT3s all falling in line. You can see Ari Venter's Chevrolet there at the back as well. What do you see there, Aiden?
It looks like Tashveer has disconnected or something.
I can see he is definitely moved all the way to 14th position. So most probably a DC, unfortunately.
That was looking like it was a bit of a spicy battle there for the lead, but
GT3s, yes, the guys are just nursing it around the corners. So we got the Lexus in the front for Johan, followed by the BMW with Johan Becketts, and then the two beautiful green and black Astons, followed by Ari in the Chef. So we're going to try and check where is the most action going. Let's quickly jump to Andre, LMP2s. See, there we go. Did we just get a DC? We did.
Oh, and Alan clears him. Yep, Alan gets him now through. Oh,
Righty.
Alan just spun around. He just did a pirouette like a ballerina. I'm trying
Right.
to be as verbally descriptive
Okay,
as
Alan.
possible.
We'll be with you in a sec.
In this car, keeping it in 1.2 to 1.4 seconds, going through the lap. Interestingly enough, Johan Blachnout has started closing the gap in on Mr. Rousseau. Going purple sector 1 and purple sector 2. I mean,
Alrighty.
going
Let's
through the pack.
try again.
While we wait there, we got Rob van Heerver. Rob Heerver. 1.6 seconds. The current standings are: in first place, we've got Connor. Second place, we have Andre. Third place, we have Murat. Fourth place, we have Willy Lagrange. Fifth place, we have Weinert. Fourie for the LMP2s. Going through to the GT3s, we got in first place Johan Rousseau, followed closely by the other Johan, Blachnout. Then we have Chris Collision. Then we have Gerard Beekers, Ari Fenter, Rob Hever, Gerard VDV, and Alan Patterson. It looks like the stream should get visuals back soon.
It looks like we are back in after the 15th time to enter the server, but we
This
are
is why
getting
you
there.
spend all this money on this game. Anyway, it looks like Blechner is starting to close in on on Rousseau. 8 tenths now, slowly clawing his way back.
Come on, just log in now. Right, Aiden, we are still with you on the
Okay,
radio.
still on the radio. Um, what to tell you guys? If we look at Andre is just losing out in the first sector to Mr. Connor. This time around, he's done Connor did a 35.9, whereas Andre's doing a 36.1. Almost 2 tenths gap there. That's definitely making a bit of a difference at the moment. I see Andre starting to slow down a little bit. But that being said, Musa is starting to catch up a little bit on Andre going into the second sector here. Current gap between the two of them is 4.1 seconds, but 2.6 seconds, but this is continuously to drop. I don't know what's happening with Andre. It looks like Andre's slowing down a bit. And as I said that, Andre sets the purple sector 2, and Musa drops back by 8 tenths. It's almost like Andre can hear me talking to him. Talking about him.
I don't know. It's just frozen up again there on the main screen. Doesn't want to load in from my side. Gabriel, thank you very much. We have
Thank you, Gabriel.
the radio as Le Mans, yes. Let us jump back there. All right, you are still back. Let me see if I can get this game to restart again from my point. Love the pressure.
Johan Bluffnote's just caught up. He's now 2 tenths behind Mr. Rousseau going into this next lap. It is currently looking like Bluffnote might have a bit of a pace advantage going into the second set here. 3 tenths taken out in the first sector. Now we are about 2.4 seconds going into this next sector. But Mr. Rousseau has just such a good second sector that Johan Bluffnote's got no reply for at the moment. 56.6. Oh, and Bluffnote gets the better exit. Outscores him by a tenth going into the third sector here. Going into the final sector here, going through this corner. I don't know the corner names on Silverstone, so you visualize. Looks like Bluffnote's in his rear view mirror here, trying to intimidate Mr. Rousseau, trying to give him just that little bit of pressure on him.
All right, I just restarted the game again, so let's see if I can rejoin. Again, guys, I do apologize for this.
Mr. Rousseau is... Bluffnote's now fallen behind in this final sector, about a tenth bit going into now. He's keeping up though. I would say this. He is managing to keep up, trying to claw his way through. We're going on to the main straight now. Both cars are now full throttle. Mr. Bluffnote is in the slipstream, trying to gain that little bit of extra kilometers just to give him that little bit of advantage going into the corner, but this Lexus just is too quick in a straight line. And Mr. Rousseau answers Bluffnote by putting in the sector 1/10 quicker. So we need to move on sector 2 now to see if these times can get any closer, but it looks like there might have been a little bit of a slight issue with Connor. It seems like he's now stabilized though, and the gap's climbing up against Andres already. But I'd like to talk a little bit more, keep on this Johan Bluffnote and Johan Rousseau, that guy's name, and try just see.
Thanks a lot, Aiden.
What? Oh, this is
I'm trying to close my eyes and imagine the guys on track here while I'm logging in for the 5th, 16th, 17th time into LMU.
Oh, it looks like Connor Bastrom's struggling a little bit. Andre's now caught up. Andre's now sitting in purple sector 1. Andre's become very comfortable in this car. The gap between Andre and Connor is now 1.1 seconds going into the second sector. Dropped down to 7/10 now going in through the first part of the second sector. It looks like Andre's become really comfortable now. Obviously got a little bit of more grip, a little bit. Oh, Andre goes 1.2 seconds faster in the middle sector compared to Connor. Connor must have had a little bit of an issue. Maybe I could have a look, give you guys an explanation of what could have happened through this little second sector here. It just looks like Connor had a bad exit going to the Oh, Alan Patterson must have gotten into the way there. Just normal blue flags. Definitely brought Andre back into contention for this win.
Aiden, if I can quickly pop in, do you want to share your screen on Discord?
Yeah, sure.
Then I can maybe capture that, throw that in, because it really doesn't want me to enter this lobby as spectator.
Yeah,
so
I should be live. It's not going to be the greatest.
No problem. Can you just switch off the, there we go, MFD.
Yeah, MFD.
You can leave your HUD on. Track map on. Fantastic. All right, now I need to make mine a little bit bigger, yeah?
Let's turn the timeline off here. Now, Andre's definitely keeping up with him now. Going in, let's keep this turn the timing off as well. Yeah, you just keep this.
Let's see if
For now.
I can quickly.
Stand with us, guys. We are switching from radio Le Mans to 8 Le Mans.
to a screen. Let's see quickly. Come on, why is it not changing here?
Seems like Luchtnoot is now 5 tenths behind, going into the third sector now. Just trying to see if I see that. You can see the Discord overlay a little bit on.
Can you see it there? Okay, cool. I just want to try and make it a little bit bigger.
Doesn't seem like it's actually putting through there, which is weird enough. Don't know how to explain it. It looks almost like it's just an overlay at the moment. If I make it like a
yes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. Okay, try and let's remove this over here. And
Andre's now 5 tenths behind Connor going into this next lap. Andre's putting on the pressure here. He's gone 10th quicker in the first sector and 3 tenths quicker in the second sector. But Connor responds with 3 tenths quicker in the third sector. So the gap is back to 5 tenths going into this next lap here. 43 minutes remain. Relatively close, the front two for both parties. It looks like there might be a bit of a battle heat up between third and fourth now between Chris Collision and Gerard Becketts. Although I think these two are trying to work as a team to try and get each other front. But I see Andre Serrato has just gone 2 tenths quicker now in the first sector. He's now right on Connor going into this next sector. We're going into the going to the corner now. Andre's on him like a mosquito trap. That's his best.
Alrighty, how does that look back on screen there, Adrian? Sorry, I'm also just keeping focus here. Quality. Yeah, we're using the quality from Discord, guys. We do apologize for that, but we are trying our best to stream this whole race. So now we are in your hands, Aiden. But as you can see, the LMP2s are still gunning it in the rain.
Oh, Andre's getting tripped up there by a bit of back markers there at the moment. It looks like he lost 6 tenths to Mr. Connor going through this now, but Connor got just the luck of the draw with the back markers going through on the main straight. Andre's now still behind these GT3s going into the corners. This is definitely hurting his time now. It's definitely tough for Andre. Andre needs to try hustle his way through now, trying to keep the gap as close as possible and not lose as much time. But Rousseau is just a moving roadblock in that GT3 car for him. Unfortunately, that's just the way these cars are.
I need to try and get the sound on there. Is there any way you can push up the sound on the LMU maybe, Aiden?
Yeah, I can give it a try. If I go here to sound.
Sorry guys, let's just
I don't know if that sounds better.
yeah, let's jump back in the race. Yeah, that sounds a little bit better. I'm just hoping the guys on the YouTube channel can hear it as well. Adi, if you want to give us some feedback there, please. We've had our radio session, we have had our DC session, and hopefully now we've got our Discord session up until the end to see how these guys are battling it out on track. As you can see, the LMP2s getting through the traffic for the GT3s, and yeah, and remember, they don't really have to give way for the LMP2s. They just need to stick to the line, and the LMP2 will make a plan to make the pass. Thank you, Ulrich, for that. Right, Aiden, let's have a look at the GT3s. I can see there's a mismatch there on the map. You got some LMP2s at the back there in the I want to say Macca's and Decker's turn, but it's definitely not that corner. A little bit further back. Yeah,
it looks like Vena, Faria and them are just getting through this GT3 class here, but I don't know if you want to have a look at Mr. Bluchnout keeping up with Johan Russo through the traffic, but I see there's a yellow flag going in. Oh,
LMP2. Maybe somebody just went off the track, hit the curb maybe, and you never know, had a spin out.
Sorry, I must have missed that one. Just 1 second.
Oh, you do your thing. I'll be watching. Now I can see at least and not close my eyes and listen to the radio station.
They have to listen to here. Trying to just see which gaps we should be focusing on right now. It looks like Chris Collision and Jared Becketts are sort of sticking with one another, but this GT3, from first all the way down to about fourth, in 3 seconds of each other, trying to just hustle their way through this weather.
And even Ari Venter there in sixth position is hanging in there. And there's going to be pit stop sooner. I see 35%, 30%, and then obviously Ari got a little bit more fuel in there of 43. So is he going to try and undercut one or two drivers? So hopefully that is going to be his strategy for tonight.
Maybe what he's trying to do is just eke out this fuel to get to the point where he doesn't have to pit for another set of wets. Maybe he can go into the dry straight away. I'm not sure what the track's looking like at the moment. Still looks quite wet. I don't think it's going to dry out anytime soon.
Well, there's still a lot of time. 38 minutes left of this race. So doesn't look like a dry line as yet either, if I can look from that view.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there has been a dry line formed. Let's go on board with our leader here in the LMP1s, LMP2s. And it looks like it. The track's still very, very, very wet here, going into this last few sectors here. Don't see, like you said, a dry line starting to form. It still looks like we're quite a while away from dry tires.
Well, you never know what happens the last 10 minutes either. So,
and it is the UK, so that's
they can be glad it's not snowing.
They have 4 seasons in a day there, I've heard. Going trackside with Andre, keeping up. He's taken out quite a bit of time on this last lap to Mr. Connor. Down now under a second with the time. Andre looks very strong now in this middle stage of the race. Looking like he's very comfortable at the moment compared to Connor. I'm not sure what you're thinking.
Well, I haven't really seen your views yet, but I can see he's definitely catching up. And, a little bit of a zigzag there. And they are catching a GT3 as well. Getting some traffic. Now it all plays a big role.
It looks like Mr. Rousseau had a bit of an issue going into one of the corners, and he's now down in 4th place. It looks like he's had a bit of an issue going into Sector 2. Being about losing almost 20 seconds to...
Aiden, if we can just push up your volume again. I don't know what happened when we went to cockpit view and back on track. I can't hear any of the vehicles. Thanks a lot again, Ulrich, for giving us the feedback. There we go. I can hear something coming through.
Sound better? I see it. I can hear it's gone softer as well.
Jy moet nie nou kom maak nie, Pella. Come. Let's go.
Let's see, maybe if I can...
I'm also playing around with some volume here.
It seems to have come back a little bit louder. If anyone in the chat can let us know.
We've definitely got some guys having a view here. I want to make this as streamable as possible with the conditions that we've got. Never mind the guys on track.
Seems like we having a bit more issues than these guys.
Oh, there's always a first for everything. And again, thanks a lot, Aiden, for joining us. And Sinclair will join us hopefully for the next one. Stream volume. Okay, already I'm going to push that up, but we're going to push up Aiden's voice as well.
You guys get to hear me a little bit louder. Maybe I'll just talk a little bit softer. As my mom always says, use my inside voice.
Let's see if I push this up a little bit more. And maybe you just move the mic a little bit away from your mouth.
Yeah, let me move it about here. I don't know if they can hear me.
I can still see you on the audio mixer, but
Okay.
we need to have the sounds on the cars. But anyway, well, at least it's not dark anymore. It's not radio. At least we can see something on the screen.
I don't know what's happening. We're going back to the race quickly. It seems like Mr. Rousseau had a bit of an issue going into the second sector. He lost almost 20 seconds to Blachnote. Now he's just trying to claw his way back into this race, trying to recover a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. Going through the pack, though, it looks like everyone's sort of split at the moment. This seems to be our closest battle on track, although Andre has now just caught up, as I say that, by about 4/10 going through this first sector.
And there's at least 33 minutes left, so Connor needs to hang in there, keep Andre behind him.
He definitely needs, Connor needs to either start hustling to try to get some comfortable, but it looks like Andre is just chipping away from him lap after lap. Now down to 4/10 going through. I don't know what this corner. I don't know Silverstone. Ah,
That corner, we call it that corner.
yeah, that's corner that goes to the left, and this one's still left corner. Why is there so many left corners on this track, guys? Coming around. This is very tricky here. This is Cops now, but now they're going to have a little bit of traffic now going into Cops. And Alan does the nice thing and just slows down, lets them through. He's definitely not trying to get involved in a battle that's not in his class.
Righty, sorry, I'm just trying to relog in again in LMU, and it doesn't allow me to do anything. It just freezes up. Alrighty. Well, a good battle here on the LMP2s. Again, guys, do apologize for the quality, but we are streaming from Discord as hard as we can for as long as we can. Just jump there again on the GT3s. The first and second position looks a little bit closer. Oh, somebody went off track.
Somebody went off track. You are.
Yeah, we just jumped. I think it was Andre or Connor.
Oh, did we?
I hope we didn't miss that. He jumped into the pits.
Oh, Connor's gone into the pits.
Yeah.
That's, of course, our luck. I mean, with the way tonight's going, as soon as we decide to click him off,
something happens.
Something happens. But it looks also that no, just a bit of an issue with my connection. Thought Mr. Blachnote had gone into the pit. So obviously Connor's banking on this being the wet for the rest of the race. I would assume pitting now.
Again, yeah, we don't know what the fuel strategy was. Musa is also in the pits, as you can see. So not too sure what the strategy is. Is the tires getting too hot on track? Too cold. But we didn't see a racing line, yeah. And then to go over to, are they staying on wets? It looks like they are staying on wets. If I'm looking at Connor's little blue dot there.
Does look like he is still on wet. It also looks as if Andre's taking a bit of a gamble here. Not quite sure what their fuel percentages are at the moment. I don't know if there's a way I could bring that up. Now, if I bring that up,
MFD, Aiden? Does it show?
ooh, it's car HUD. That's just giving away. That's timing. It appears not.
Okay, well, I think I saw that. Oh, on the GT3s, you can see 12%.
Yes, on the GT3s going here. Interestingly enough, these Chris Collision's taking his pit stop now, followed by Mr. Rousseau. Let's see how this unpacks. But I'm quite interested to watch Andre now, see where he comes out compared to Connor.
Still
If
on the
taking,
wets as well, yes. Oh,
if
he's just
taking this,
pitting now.
yeah, if taking this later pit stop helps Andre.
Righty, there is cars going out now. 2 GT3s.
The
Andre
GT3's
still in the
still.
pits.
This might be a close one for Andre.
You
Looking
can see
across now,
Connor is catching up quickly. 20 seconds.
19 seconds. I can't believe I made us watch this entire. Oh, and Andre's car's just gone up on the jack stands, and he's out.
What?
Oh, but Andre
12,
stalled on the start there.
10, 9. Is Connor going to take back first position?
Looks like Connor might just have this.
And again, you'll have the pressure from.
Good trackside here. And Andre with the overcut.
You. And he's on cold tires. As you can see, the pressure's on. Side by side.
Keep it nice and neat. Andre's got this on the inside here.
Connor's got the speed coming down the straight. That's it. Andre is in the splash and dash there behind him. Wipers going flat out.
I think Andre should have put on his center boots there and hit and licked the send. But
pushing hard. Definitely a good battle to watch. Is Andre just giving the gap there just for the pressure and then hoping to catch up as they go a little bit wider.
Andre just needs to get some heat into these tires. Try get the warmth there so that he can try and just keep on putting on this pressure against Mr. Connor.
And these guys have been racing a long while together, so they do understand each other when it comes to pressure. And they can keep it a little bit more on the curb with the LMP2s versus the GT3s due to those downforce.
Seems like the GT3 is just out of sync at the moment. Jared Becketts, if we just want to pop over just to the leader, Jared Becketts here. Keeping it out.
He's got 3% of fuel left. Ari fainted with 8%. Lichtner and everybody else has gone in for a refueling already.
Oh, looks like there's been an issue with Connor. Connor's had a little bit of a spin going to this lap, and that means that Andre is now our new race leader. You know, this is like our luck. Like the minute I'd say, like, let's go look at the GT3s, Connor spins.
Something happens, always the case. Alrighty, so we don't know exactly what happened, but Andre is in the lead. Getting a little bit traffic ahead, a corner ahead of him. Connor not that far behind.
Yeah, he definitely minimized that spin as much as he possibly could in my.
Knowing there's 24 minutes left of this race, Connor's definitely going to belt that LMP2 as hard as he can to catch up. As Andre getting a little bit of traffic here with Alexis. Going on the grass.
And that's brought Connor back in now by about 410, by about a second going into this lap because of the back markers.
I can see that Lexus bonnet is a little bit bent, so I think he's definitely got a bit of a damage there. But yeah, not a safe pass on the grass for Andre. But here we go. Chris moving to the right and Andre just sliding through.
Just trying to see what the gaps are here through the GT3 field. Nothing quite close at the moment. I feel like our closest race is probably in the GT3 class right now between Chris and Johan. Looks like these two are, however, being blue flagged. So
Connor has gone through past Chris. Rousseau. Definitely going to make a pass on.
oh, he's been held up here by
the Aston of Chris, most probably. We go side by side. All right, there they go.
manages just to get past him there on the straight.
And now the next GT3 to make a pass. Gap is 4.7. No. He is, 5.5 seconds ahead. 22 minutes to go. Alrighty, next GT3 pass for Connor. Mr. Bergstrom. Okay, where is it safe to do that? There we go. Boop. Thank you very much.
Lost a bit of time now to Andre because of these blue flags. So the time that he gained because of Andre's blue flags, he's now
6 seconds behind.
6 seconds, yeah. Back to pretty much.
Now he's catching up.
I feel like I should give. I'm too scared to change cameras yet, but I feel like Mr. Blucknote.
You don't want to jinx anybody tonight.
And I'm trying not to give anyone a commentator's curse, but I feel like Mr. Blucknote is putting up a bit of a good performance here. He's 15 seconds ahead of everyone else.
I think he's got
just cruising along.
Yeah, got the right setup, focusing on the track and braking markers and just keeping the BMW's nose clean as long as possible. And we've got Andre catching up to him now as well. Make a pass, hopefully soon.
Looking through the field, not many gaps here. Maybe Musa on Mr. Musa and Mr. Vili going in for a little bit of a battle here, trading by 8 tenths, and taking out about a second in that middle sector there, in that sector 2. So we'll see now going into sector 3 what Musa can do to try and claw some more time back from Vili.
Let's see how quickly they can sort each other out here with the right driving line. Unfortunately, Mr. Issa is also not on track tonight. Was hoping to have him in the mix. He had a good race in the previous race.
Now we 4 tenths. Gap's 4 tenths. It looks like Musa's got a bit of a slower car on the straights compared to Vili though. If I can just, I'll tell you now. Definitely looks like Vili, looking at the statistics we have available, Veli's just seems to be edging out Musa on the top end at the moment. By about 20 Ks going into this corner now. So I
And
wonder.
that is part of the racing. Every driver has got its strong points and weak points. Where to be cautious and where to go flat out. As you can see, they're now very close to each other.
And Musa's got that slip, but it looks like Musa's probably gone with a little bit more of a higher downforce setup compared to Veli. I don't know if I'm seeing things
Possible.
or...
Very possible. He wants to dive on the inside, but just not enough. Ooh.
Side by side there.
Side. Yep.
I was hoping we were going to get that classic crafty line, and through goes Musa, but not just yet.
Just to recap on last week's race as well, we had that with the GT3s, where Johan and Gerrit had a good battle, but I think Johan made a little change for higher downforce, and he just couldn't keep up on the straight. So a little tweak and something can go wrong. As you can see, Musa just losing it a little bit. Maybe a little bit too quick on the throttle or just a little bit too hard on the brakes, and had to obviously keep the car on the black stuff. And now I have to play catch up again. As you can see, they are catching up to Ari Venter. Ari keeping it clear for the guys to come through.
Trying to give his teammate, I suppose, different classes, different teammates. Ari being respectable, not trying to slow down this race, trying to let Veli through and Musa through, but it looks like Veli's had a slow exit now going into this next sector.
17 minutes left of this race. Who is going to take this position? Or are they going to battle all the way to the end? And I can guarantee you both of them are sweating big time behind the rig on this.
Oh, and Musa's gone around on the inside there. Veli just can't stick it around there. Obviously not enough grip there on that outside line yet. Track's still very, very wet. But Veli's going for the send. Oh, and
Close.
Nearly had a bit of an incident there, but...
And I think that's where the downforce plays a role, and he's got a little bit more downforce through the tricky section, or the technical section, versus Veli. So, yeah, now Veli needs to catch up. Veli behind Alexis.
Have a look here. Veli really been... Musa definitely got a little bit luckier going into this now. Having this GT3 car sort of uses him as his own sort of rolling roadblock, just to try and build up that gap, give himself some breathing room. But I see he's also now come into contact with some back markers. Will this bring... I see he's now ahead of Mr. Becketts, and Veli now needs to chase.
David Favek, thank you very much. Wet setup versus dry setup also playing a role. We don't know if they've gone that route. Is the track going to be drying up in the next 6, 7 minutes, 8 minutes? We don't know. I can see a lot of black marks, at least where the braking marks are.
But I've seen a lot of the track come out now.
Yeah, so it might be drying up.
I'm gonna switch over to our class leader and overall race leader. I want to have a look on board on Andre here, see what this track's looking like. Still doesn't look quite dry enough yet. It looks like this.
The wiper is now dead still, so definitely not as wet as previously. So there is definitely a change in weather now.
I think really we might be in for a fun last 15 minutes here. I think if the track can dry up within the next 6 minutes, it might make it viable for a person like Connor to take the gamble. He's got a big enough gap behind him to come into the pits and safely rejoin in his second position and try build close this gap to Andre on the dry tires if it gets dry enough.
if it gets dry enough. That is the question. And the gamble that every driver is going to be playing with tonight.
That is the $1 million question. Now, if we were sponsored by anyone like Polymarket, we would now start a, start a bet here, guys. But this is a strictly family-friendly YouTube channel, and we do not take sponsorship from gambling sites. I don't know what I'm rambling on about. I just told Andre that I would say some random stuff to make him annoyed. So
then, Aiden, if you want to change the MFD, apparently you can see the temps.
Let's have a look here.
Temps and the conditions. So thanks, David, for that inside info. We don't want to play around too much and be kicked or DC'd as well.
Let me have a look here. That's track map. It's timeline.
No, that's just gonna. Yeah, I'm not too sure.
I'm trying to have a look here to see if I can
see anything.
Trying to fiddle around here. Don't want to fiddle too much. So it seems like the MFD is not actually popping up. I don't know if I'm just not used to it.
Okay, cool. Well, we got Andre catching up here to another GT3. Gonna make a safe pass on the straight. There we go.
Nice and easy pass for Andre there. Just trying to look through the field there, try to see where there's any close battles. At the moment, it seems like it's quite spread out. Seems like everyone sort of found their groove.
Okay, David. So, Aiden, you see left bottom corner, you've got the MFD with a little arrow to the left and then to the right.
Yes.
I think if you can...
Let me see.
Thanks, David. We are trying to see if we can play around with that. So you're going to hit the MFD on the middle sector of the screen and then click.
I will try to figure this out now because I need to figure out what the Masako button is going through here. Let's have a look. Maybe my wheel is connected. Might be one of these buttons. I'm trying to fiddle here.
I can see that the GT3 is obviously a little spread out as well. First position doing good. In the middle of first and second, we've got 8th position there. All a little bit of bunched up. You have to bind it. Okay, now we haven't binded any buttons as yet, David. Like I said, tonight is just a throw out race for streaming. Everything put together within about 45 minutes before the race. So,
I had to drive all the way from the east end to the south just to be able to stream. So
it's been a rocket one for me as well. I went all the way to the west. I worked in the West Rand. Went further deeper in the West Rand, and then I had to go all the way back to the East Rand to Serengeti and back home in Benoni. So yeah, it's been an up and down for me as well tonight.
Yes.
But at least these guys are on track. Had a good practice session, and as you can see, Andre is still leading. Connor is 2.5 seconds behind him. Musa, big gap, 43 seconds behind Connor. So I'm hoping that Musa and Vili is still... No, they're still 10 seconds. What is it? 10 seconds apart.
10 seconds apart. Let me switch to them. See what's...
Thanks, David. Yeah, we are trying to make it work and swim between the sharks tonight. Musa just keeping it there.
Although, I am going to quickly cut back to Connor. It seems like Connor's now brought it back a little bit here, going into this next lap here. already a second closer to Andre. What's happening here with Andre? Oh, Andre's been
Oh,
stuck behind
he
Mr.
definitely had a bit of a battle with the GT3. Is Connor going to be gunning it to try and take first position?
Switching it to Connor now just to see maybe. Oh, and he's through past the GT3 a lot easier compared to Andre. Those 2 seconds are crucial in this closing stages.
Again, we can't see the LMP2's field structure or who's ending with what where. As you can see, the GT3 of Ari just moving out of the way on the back straight. Thank you very much, Ari, for checking your mirrors and blind to the blue flags. To move over when it is safe to do so. Not compromising both drivers' race. But Connor gunning that LMP2. Try and catch up to Andre to put the pressure for the last, 8 minutes left of this race.
Looks like the spray started in certain parts not being as heavy as what it has been throughout the race. But I don't know, 8 minutes. Does the track get dry enough that you pit?
That is the question. Or are you going to just try and make it work with your wets all the way to the end and hopefully you've got enough fuel
to make it to the end?
Yes.
But I see Willy Lagrange is in the pits. Coming in for another set of wets.
Maybe you just misjudged the fuel for the last 8 minutes of the race.
Seems like it. Thought maybe we're going to have one of our first gamblers, but
Nah. Still got a blue little dot there on the side, so I'm thinking it's also still wet tires.
Still wet tires for him. Although, if we quickly cut back to Andre, now the gap is down to a second between the two of them.
I think we need to stick to this battle. Back to the GT3s. The first position is still far ahead. There's no major battles as I can see. They're all spread out.
Still we are very spread pack when it comes to the GT3 class.
So as David said earlier, wet versus dry setup. So we don't know if one of these two guys made a change from wet to dry and just stick wet tires on a dry setup.
And maybe that's why Andre's starting to lose a little bit of pace. Maybe Andre went a little bit too heavy on the downforce compared to
Connor, yes.
And now with the track starting to drop a little bit, Connor's getting that extra little bit of grip and extra top end speed. I'll tell you now, I do have both of their top ends here. Going onto this main straight, I will be able to tell you what both of them will be clocking in at by the end of the track, by the end of the straight. But it looks like Andre is very compromised there going into on the exit of that corner. I think we've got a bit of a battle on our hands here for the last 6 minutes.
As you can see, there is definitely a line forming. If you can see that view coming into this corner. So, would the tires be in a condition to handle all the way for the next 6 minutes or not?
Connor is hugging Andre as close as he possibly can, trying just to... You know what I found is the problem though, with you following a driver this close, you seem to sort of copy their mistakes. I don't know if you've ever had this. I mean...
Yes.
So can Connor... Oh, sorry.
No, go for it.
Can Connor overcome that and not try follow Andre and try capitalize on Andre's mistakes without making the same mistakes?
That is the question. And then see where he's a little bit slower and where you can get your nose into that corner and just create a gap to make a pass.
Or as Daniel Ricciardo likes to say, lick the stamp and send it.
Oh, maybe a little bit too late on the brakes, but at least he's just swung out, not making an incident.
But Connor looks a lot more confident on these brakes compared to Andre in this last final 5 minutes here. Looks like Connor's sort of able to know where he can break there just a little bit later. But unfortunately, following a car, you have to worry about not trying to rear end them and get yourself a penalty.
As they are getting a little bit more traffic from the GT3s, is anybody going to benefit a little bit of traffic here? Oh, we're sticking it left, sticking it right.
Ooh.
Where are we going? We're all on the inside. Ooh, yeah, as you can see, trying to put as much pressure as possible on Andre. And he's definitely all in the mirrors. Slipstream, is he going to go? Is he going to go?
What is Andre going to do here?
Oh, Connor
Trying
has
to go around the
definitely got...
outside.
And
Oh,
Connor
and
has
he
done
gets
it.
him around the
Well
outside.
done. No pressure, Andre.
That is definitely one of the best overtakes I've seen tonight. That was around the outside in the wet weather. Very, very, very good move there. Now, Andre got 3 minutes to respond.
We are
Let's see if
hitting
Andre
another GT3 in traffic. Who's going to go where? On the outside. Okay. I think Andre on the inside of the GT3. Glad I'm not
going a
sitting
bit
in that car.
defensive.
Ooh, off the track.
Connor's
Is he going to
going to have a very
undercut?
compromised.
Is he undercutting? No. Yes. Side by side. They're still there.
Oh!
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 Well
Oh!
saved, Andre.
Andre. Yeah, that was a good save from Andre there. Almost looks like Andre just misjudged where Connor was there on the exit.
That was very close.
But we do have another back marker coming up in front of us.
A little bit of
Can
traffic.
Mr. Blichnote have a bit of an impact on this final race? And going into this corner, it looks like Blichnote's going to get caught right at that awkward part there. Oh, Connor gets the easy way around.
That's it.
I don't know if I don't know how you feeling, but it looks like Connor had a little bit of a compromised exit here going onto the straight.
Is Andre going to make a move? Are they close enough? There we go. No.
Andre puts on the inside there.
Just closes the gap.
Oh, and Connor's pitting.
What?
Connor is pitting. Did he? No. This is going to be a bit spicy.
Yeah, we didn't see that coming at all. Did you think he maybe made a little bit of a misjudgment on the fuel section maybe? Or is he just not going to gun it for the next minute and 40 seconds until the end of the race?
I'm very confused. Now, the next question is Andre's fuel position looking better than Connor's? I mean, Connor might even lose his position to Musa at this rate. He's out the pits. No, I think he's safe for Musa. But now here's the next question. What does Andre pit this lap? Because he also doesn't have fuel now. Let's see.
I don't think Andre would make the same mistake as the previous race because he just ran out of fuel in the pits on the previous race. So, yeah.
Now see, maybe
Andre was on a fuel saver. Ulrich, yeah, that is definitely possible.
Definitely, and that could have actually won Andre this race going into
a fuel saving mode for sure.
I mean, ooh.
Any luck on the GT3 since Andre has obviously taken the win? I just really hope he's not going to get stuck without fuel now. Now that we're not going to, we move over to the GT3s and there the LMP2 stands. We don't want that tonight. Not again.
It looks like the GT3s are sort of just still got a bit of a thing here.
First
I will
position,
cut
big gap between first and second.
a bit of a big gap. Okay, we can cut through. Andre wins the overall race, going through to Johan Blachnoot, a GT3 winner. A bit of a landslide. Oh, wait. I don't want to give him a commentator's curse yet. Hold on.
Let him go over the finish line. But well done
Okay.
to
Well
Blachnoot.
done.
Well
Coming
done,
next
Johan.
is Connor.
Connor.
Very unlucky there by Connor. Obviously,
It was such a good battle.
it worked. I think we were in for a really good fire lap there. Very fiery last lap. Coming to next, we have Musa, third place in the LMP2s.
And the biggest
Jared.
battles was all there. All right, there we go. GT3s, the Blachnout, Becketts, Chris Collison. We got Rousseau. And
Unfortunate
Ari
for him.
Venter in 5th position. And Mr. Heffer in 6th position in his BMW.
And yeah, it looks like these are the...
Yeah, you want to say what, Adrian?
It looks like these are the last two GT3s. Obviously, they got that unlucky part in the track. They had to do that sort of an extra bit of lap compared to everyone else just to finish. But I think that is all of the cars crossed now. We got our last LMP2 car coming across the corner now. Willy, good race from him. Tried to keep Musa back, just couldn't. Yeah.
I think everybody had a good battle. But again, LMP2's Andre, well done. Yeah.
Done to Andre.
GT3s, I think the GT3s were all stable.
Yeah, I don't think it was
Massive battles. I maybe think the first lap from the start, but I mean from there everybody just spread out and focused on the track.
very unlucky for Mr. Rousseau having a little bit of an incident, dropping him from first all the way down to fourth. I think we were robbed from a very good battle there in the GT3 class between him and Blachnout.
I see the
Musa,
guys. Yes.
Musa manages to bring it back to third. Looked like he had a bit of a bad pit stop or something. And yeah.
Righty, then I see the guys already in the interview room. I want to see if I can jump in there. I don't know if you want to jump in there as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Roller coaster ride.
Oh, I can.
Already, yes. Even our streamers, we had a roller coaster ride. Okay, now let's quickly jump in there. You can also join in there, Aiden.
Perfect.
I just want to see if I can maybe jump in, keep that one flowing on the stream. At least we've definitely got the voices going. Confirm.
Screwed you guys. Okay. Back into streaming mode.
Fantastic.
Oh man, good race. Very good race.
Andre,
Hello.
is your seat wet, brother?
It is actually. It actually is. If you live, if I like lift up and I like feel the back, it is soaked, and it's not because of the rain. I can tell you that much. No, oof. It was shout outs to Connor. He really did give me a fight, but yeah, it was just the strategy that ended up panning out the best on my end. But yeah, no, it's these wet conditions really difficult. I mean, I remember at Spa as well, a lot of people just didn't finish the race. So for us to go toe to toe like that from start to finish is quite incredible. As soon as I came out of the pits, then already fighting Connor. So yeah, big shout outs to him. That was a good race.
Andre, what we could see from the stream as well is that you guys had a good battle, and I want to know what the pit strategy. Did you go on fuel saving on the last couple of laps? Did you obviously overfuel that you didn't make the same mistake as per the previous race?
I actually forgot that happened as well. No. So from the get go, fuel saving. I think it's the only way these strats work, so that you can extend it to at least the halfway point. But yeah, no, you have to start fuel saving from the get go. Even when you feel like you want to push, you have to just hold back so much. Um, but yeah, no, full tank both times. Yeah, just lifting and coasting, short shifting. And I think Connor was doing similar strategy as well after a while. I think at the start he was just focused on Tashvia, so he was like really, really pushing, which maybe compromised him towards the end. I could get an extra lap on him, but yeah, I really do wonder what would have happened if Tashvia was also in the race. I feel like he would have given us a run for our money as well. I think it would have been a three-way fight instead of a two-way fight for the lead. But yeah, no, good stuff. It was very much a race of strategy. And at Silverstone, it's a lot easier to do the fuel-saving strategies than it is at Spa. Spa is a lot longer of a track and a lot more straight, so it's a lot more difficult to get that fuel exactly where it needs to be. But yeah, Silverstone's a bit easier in that regard. So yeah, no. Long story short, I had a good time.
Yeah, I also had
So,
a bit of a DC. So yeah, we went into a radio mode, and then from there we obviously streamed from our Discord channel from Aiden's stream. So again, we also had some sweating moments here from the commentating point. But
Uh,
Aiden, any questions for you for Andre?
I do have a few. I just have one question for you, Andre. I just
Late on
wanted to
me.
ask. I see a little bit of an incident there going with Connor there in that one corner. I don't know if you're trying to chick hicks him into that corner there or what was cracking there. Can you just
Uh,
walk me through that whole little incident? Just because
I don't know.
it's
Yeah,
very rare
no.
for an Andre mistake to happen live.
No,
But
you do. I'm assuming this is the corner, the left-hander before that straight.
yes.
Yeah.
What was cracking there, my pal?
I was just leaning on him, so I was trying to maximize as much space as possible. And I think he was just trying to rejoin the track because if he went a bit further, it would have been off track completely. So I think he's still trying to keep on track. And then we just had a collision. I genuinely thought that was the race over. But thankfully, both of us came out from it alive, and were able to present to the viewers a very action-packed race.
Yes. No, that was definitely a bit of a hair-raising moment there for you. I saw the car get a little squirmy, and I was like, ah.
Just a little.
And then I have one more question for you, Andre.
Yeah,
There was a
boy.
few times where I would have licked the stamp and sent it. Now explain to me how your mentality going into like
Mm,
trying to keep yourself back from just sending it. Explain to me how
mm.
you like. I don't know. Just explain to me like how you kept yourself back from doing that because I mean that can obviously end your race. I mean I've
Yeah.
learned that from the past
Oh,
a few
so I
times.
think a lot of it is patience, and I think LMU teaches you a lot of patience in the wets. I think in ACC can be a lot more aggressive in the wets than you can in LMU. And especially in the LMP2s. Don't have too much experience with the GT3s, relatively speaking. The transition period is nice, but more specifically, you have to be so uber conscious about your steering input and your throttle and braking input. So I knew if I went for a send that wasn't realistic, that wasn't comfortable or slam dunk, it was going to result in me meeting the barrier and we would have walked away with no points. So I think it's just keeping in mind that like kind of rhythmic flow. It's very hypnotic to an extent, where you're just focusing in the moment on the corner, on the throttle and steering input, and yeah, um, it's just focusing on the end goal. You have to kind of look at the bigger picture rather than the thrills of the moment. It's very long-term thinking, and it gets in your head a little bit, especially when you're a driver that likes to push it to the max and do exactly like everything you can in your power to just I don't know, just to make
Yeah.
the move stick. But yeah, I at the back of my head, I always had it in mind that Connor maybe was low on fuel because he was pushing from the get go and he had pitted earlier, and I just had a sneaking suspicion. But yeah, the opportunity was going to present itself basically.
Good. No, I'm glad to hear that, Andre. um, it's nice to hear your input there on how you dealt with this wet weather and how you didn't succumb to the Max Verstappen fever.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's
that's
it's
all from me.
difficult, but yeah.
All right, thanks a lot, Andre, for your input there. Over to our GT3 winner. Mr. Johan Blighnout.
How's it, guys?
Hello and
Hello.
welcome.
I'll say.
Johan, a very, very difficult start in the weights. How was your visibility tonight?
It was, as they usually say, full of spray. But yeah, I just kept the Lexus in front. Small gap to get to see my brake markers.
All right, and obviously you guys had a little bit of a battle on the first lap, and from there everybody just got spread out, and I don't think there was any major battles except for when the LMP2 cars came around some corners that you maybe didn't expect.
Yeah, at first I wanted to push Gate in front, but like, nah, let's rather sit in the dirty air, heat up the tires, and just keep the momentum going, save fuel, and work on the long run.
And you also went full tank from the start, and another full tank of the for the second or the first pit stop, Johan.
Yeah, full tank on the first, and then I was planning on pushing to go for that second, just splash and dash, but it wasn't worth it. I still felt good, so we kept it going.
And a quick one: did you maybe see the track drying up a little bit towards the end for, let's say, the last 10 minutes of the race?
Yeah, it was a question when we were in practice, gambling on should we go for dries maybe, and then the track's gonna be too cold for the dries to heat up. But yeah, as you say, it's just a gamble in it, and
Well,
we were all the lucky dice tonight.
fantastic. Well, from my side, I want to say congratulations for hanging in there and making the wets stick throughout the race on Silverstone. Aiden, anything from your side?
I think you had a bit of a boring race towards the end there, but I think I don't know. But we couldn't quite see what happened to Mr. Rousseau. I don't know if you can fill us in on what happened there. Seemed like he had a bit of an incident, dropped quite far back behind you, and yeah, I think you just were able to just keep your head down there. You had a really good race from what I could see from the outside. And yeah, I don't know if you could fill us in on what happened.
Yeah, I followed him quite closely, but I think it was on the exit of Maggotts and Becketts. The Lexus tend to get tail happy, and yeah, he just took an extra right turn where he should have gone left. But lucky for him, he had good pace.
Yeah, good pace, and I think we were robbed from a good battle from you because you were definitely keeping on his tail, trying not to let him get away, and just keeping him under that little bit of pressure. And maybe that's what caused a little bit of an issue there at the end. But yeah, overall good race from you, by the way. Kept it
Yeah,
nice, cool, and
thanks.
calm.
Yeah, I was waiting for Gerard because I think he pitted for new tires, and yeah, it didn't go his way, catching up enough.
Yeah, I think that's all from me. Well done, everyone.
I just want to shout out the voice here at Project Vapour and then our sponsors for this championship.
Perfect.
Fantastic, Johan. Andre, thanks
Thank
a
you
lot
so
for your
much for
feedback on this.
Thank you. That
Thank you,
was
guys.
awesome. I cannot wait to look back at the stream.
Like
your Andre.
like I said, you're gonna have a radio session, so you need to close your eyes and just picture the cars on the track as Aiden guided us there. So, yeah, we had a nibbling moment. But yeah, here from Silverstone, we just want to thank everybody that's been watching. Ulrich on the YouTube, David van Wyk, Captain Slow, everybody else who joined us and gave us some feedback. Thank you very much. So that ends up for round 7 of Project Vapour Evening Dash Season 4. So we are looking forward to the next one. Would that be Le Mans, Andre, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes, sir. It is the last and most treacherous race of the season. Be sure to tune in for the finale where we are going to wrap up a lot of storylines in the championship, ranging from the LMP2 to the GT3 field. So I'm quite looking forward to that one.
And again, we are not certain about weather, so let's hope it's not going to be dark, it's not going to be wet. It's going to be early morning and a dry season at Le Mans, right? Let's hold thumbs.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Alrighty, and then that is over and out from our side.